Hi everyone, and welcome to the bonus reading for all signs. It's me, Paula B Energy, and I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for being here. Let's just say a quick little prayer and call in our angels, guides, and ascended masters of the highest consciousness, and ask that the reading be for the highest good of everyone and the messages be clear and concise. So mote it be. All right, thank you for being here. I apologize for being late with some of the readings this month, so I wanted to do a special bonus reading, and also because the energy of the world is a little chaotic and I just felt like we all needed it. So, welcome. Now, your very first message is from the fairies, and it says, "Goodbye to the old, hello to the new. You've finished one part of your life, and now a new and even better part is beginning." I love it. All right. That's certainly what it feels like. We have a lot of turmoil going on, and a lot of us are going through big changes, and we're struggling perhaps with that. The next card is change. Falling leaves do not signify the end, but the beginning of a fruitful season. So, a message there not to fear the change, but to embrace it. Think of the change of the seasons. Each season has its time, and there is change involved with each season as it moves from one season to the next. And perhaps we like more, certain seasons better than we like other seasons, but they're all necessary for life to continue. All right, so I've structured this reading similar to your regular monthly readings, except for I've removed the challenges row and just left the blessings row. You also got that oracle card at the end, so please stay for that. Now, past energy, and I'm going to say this is energy for all of September. The very first card is Ten of Cups, and the word that I heard when this card came out was nostalgia. So this is what we want, right? The Ten of Cups is water energy. It's the energy of emotions, and this is, look at the scene. We see this happy family. They're in front of a lovely home. Those cups look like a rainbow. It just looks like so much peace and tranquility. And this is truly what our heart's desire is as human beings. That's what we want. We want peace and serenity. So this is the dream. And it doesn't mean we can't have it, but it's our desire, right? And then we have the King of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles is earth energy, which is a little bit slower. And Pentacles has to do with our resources, as I'm sure you've heard me say. So our resources has to do with our time, our energy, our money, our job, our relationships, our health. All of those things are things that support us. And if you look at this king, he is very relaxed on his throne. He is confident, right? He has everything that he needs. So we need to have this confidence this month that what we need is here, even if we can't see it yet. Even if we are looking for further emotional fulfillment. We've got the Eight of Cups, and what we see is someone who's walking away from cups. Now, cups, remember, these are your emotional experiences. Some of them are upright, some of them are spilled. Spilled cups indicate times of sorrow or hardship or tribulation. Upright cups often indicate where we've had great emotions, love and compassion, good things like that. But notice this person is completely walking away from them. Why? Well, Nine of Cups in tarot is wish fulfillment. It's what you want coming to pass. And then the 10, which we just saw, is the fulfillment of that, but on a larger scale. So we see that we're wanting this dream. We're wanting to feel like we have resources, and we've been dissatisfied. We're all in this space of, we've had some great stuff, but some stuff hasn't been so great. And we really are looking for the great stuff, right? What's going to happen? Well, in this month, what is happening is swift forward movement. We've got the Chariot. Now, the Chariot is swift forward movement. It is a victory card, but it's a victory in motion, right? And how does this particular Chariot move? Well, she doesn't appear to have any reins. She's moving that with the strength of her will. But also, whenever you're in any kind of vehicle, you have to have a plan, right? You don't just jump in your car and then wander around and then maybe you end up at the grocery store because it just happens and, oh yeah, I guess I need groceries. No, you plan. If you need groceries, you plan the trip. You make the list and you decide, I'm going to go on this day at this time and this is what I'm going to get and this is how much I'm going to spend, and you know how to get to the grocery store. You just don't drive around hoping blindly that you can find it. Sometimes maybe if you need to go somewhere, you actually get out Google Maps or whatever map app you use, and it tells you the exact path you need to go. So the chariot has to do with having a plan, a goal and a plan, and then putting it into action. So that is what needs to happen this month. And I know from your readings this month that many of you are in the process of formulating that plan. You're all at different stages. We all are. We're all different. But that is what is needed at this time. Now, what will help with that? Well, number one, knowing your desire. Queen of Wands, Wands is fire energy. It's the energy of action and passion. And the Queen is really good at, she knows exactly what she wants. And she knows how to go get it. She knows what actions to take. She also connects to her higher self and to the divine so that she can be in alignment, right? So that her actions are going to bear fruit. She knows what she needs to do. So the first thing that we need to do is figure out, what do you want? All right. Now, the next thing that you're going to need to do is Seven of Wands. More Wands energy, more fire energy, but look at this. This is defensive energy. Take a look at what he's doing. These wands look like they're pointed toward him, almost like it's people wielding them and are attacking in some way. And he is defending. He's standing in front of a doorway and he is defending. What is he defending? Well, he's defending his beliefs, his authenticity, who he truly is. He's defending what he believes in. Now, we see a lot of that energy happening in the world right now. But notice he's not attacking. He's not attacking at all. He's defending. And he's not striking out. He's standing there and going, this is who I am. This is who I'm supposed to be. This is what I believe in. You can believe differently if you like, and that's fine because that's true for you. But that's not true for me, so this is where I'm standing. There is we see opposition here, but we don't see violence, which I really appreciate. So it's okay to stand in your authentic self, to take actions that are true for you without trampling all over others. Okay, now, what is the energy that's coming? That's not what we all want to know, right? So your very first card is the Ten of Swords. Now, again, swords is air energy. It's the energy of the mind, of thinking, of thoughts, of communications. And we see someone here who is underneath all of these swords. Lots of thoughts, lots of communications happening, and he's just burdened down by the weight of it. I'm going to be honest, for me, a lot of this comes up as just too much information coming in from all kinds of different sources, and it's extremely overwhelming. So it's very possible that we all need to take a break. Just saying. And also, maybe sometimes we don't need to communicate everything that comes into our head. He's definitely not communicating at this point in time. He is not communicating at all. So we're going to have an end to this endless, I don't even know what the word is. It's not conflict. It's all of these different viewpoints battering us. If that means that you need to take a break from media of all kinds, then do it. Do what you need for your own mental health. We all need to be doing that. You need to be the king of your mind, just like the King of Swords. That's your next card for future energy. King of Swords, he knows what he's doing. He knows how to order his mind. He knows how to take in information. He knows how to communicate information. And he does it in a very calm and direct way. Notice his sword is pointed down and he's, it's like holding into the ground. So he's not attacking with it. He is calm, cool, and collected is definitely words that describe the energy of the King of Swords. So how can we be more calm, cool, and collected this month? Then your third card of energy coming towards us is the Justice card. So the Justice card is, of course, about justice. It's about the balancing of the scales, right? It is about, ultimately, the Justice card is about personal responsibility. Because actual justice in legal systems around the world is supposed to be about, if you have done something that is breaking a law of some kind, then there is a consequence to that action. And when the person experiences the consequence, they are taking responsibility for their action. That is the literal definition of personal responsibility. So, what does this mean for us in daily life? Well, globally, I think there's going to be focus more on justice. I think that there is going to be a little bit more of personal responsibility coming to the forefront in many different ways. And on a personal scale, we need to make sure that when we are, these two cards are together, side by side in the reading, by the way, when we are standing up for ourselves and living our truth, man, the glare on these things is crazy. So, because they're glossy. All right, so here you are with your personal integrity, and then you have this card of justice. Bear in mind that when you take a stand, there's consequences. There's always consequences, right? I mean, we tried to teach our children that. Hey, little Johnny, if you touch the hot stove, what's going to happen? You're going to burn your hands. So there's always a consequence for any kind of action that we take. So what are the consequences of those? Are we willing to accept that personal responsibility, or are we foisting it off on others? I think that the Justice card is showing us that there is going to be a need for more people to take personal responsibility. Okay, now, what do we have in the Blessings row? Because I did include the Blessings row this time. Very first card in the Blessings row is Seven of Cups. Now, often this card is interpreted as illusion or too many choices. But in the upright position, it is showing in its balanced position. Cups is water energy. It's the energy of emotion. If you look closely, every single cup is filled with something different. And they're all kind of enticing. One is fire, one is stars. There's a rainbow coming out of a cup. There's a dove. There's greenery. All kinds of things. They all look amazing and very interesting. So I think as far as blessings go, what we have here is an abundance of choice, an abundance of different types of emotional experiences that we are fortunate enough to have, because that's what cups are, right? Emotional experiences. And, and we learn from these. So it is a blessing to be able to have so many experiences. It's a blessing that we're all different. And to celebrate the differences, that it's not necessary to only say, oh, well, you're just like me, so I'm only going to be with you. And if you're different than me, then I don't want to have anything to do with you. Why would you do that? Ugh, that's like you choose to only eat mashed potatoes for every meal for the rest of your life. Like, okay, mashed potatoes are great, and I love mashed potatoes, but I certainly do not want to eat them for every meal for the rest of my life. I want some variety. And that's why we're all different, because we all have things that we can learn from one another. So celebrate the differences. Embrace that. Okay, your next blessing card is Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups, she is about love and compassion, right? I mean, she's the queen of emotion. Literally, the queen of emotion. So what has she got? She's got a cup. It's overflowing with love. She's dressed in rich robes. What does this tell us? Well, number one, she looks very calm. She's looking forward and outward. She's looking to the future. She's not rushing around crazy. She's not spewing hate. She is offering a cup of love. We can't see who she's offering it to, but obviously she is offering it, and her heart is full. She knows how to show love, right? And she does it. She shows love in different ways. She speaks love. She She is love. She does loving things for people. And, by love, I mean kindness and compassion and charity and joy and saying, hey, you look great today. I mean, there's lots of ways we can show love to other people. It doesn't mean that we got to hug everybody. It means we can still be a loving person. And that might just be, maybe we're just more loving to the people we're around all the time, like our family members. What a blessing that is. All right, your third card in the blessing row. I was really encouraged to see this card. It's the World. Now, the World card is the end of the major arcana in tarot, and it signifies the end of a cycle. That's what the circle is representing, and the symbols around the world are showing the different things that you've learned, all the different tools that you've had at your disposal, and the lessons that you've come to learn. So this is telling me that we're coming to the end of a particular cycle. And it's a big cycle, because whenever the World comes out, it means a big cycle, a big lesson. And we're coming to the end of that, and we're learning something from it so that we can move forward and change things to be better. So I'm loving that. That was very encouraging to me. Now, the card that was at the bottom of the deck for you, for all of us, because this is a all signs reading, is the Fool. And the card at the bottom of the deck is always the card that signifies the energy underneath the reading. So we had the World, but we have the Fool card, which is the first card of the major arcana. So this first card, it is all about taking that leap of faith, starting a new journey, being able to start something new, bring about change, and experience more lessons, more things, more experiences in the world. And I love the energy of this, because we really are in a new type of energy. We're seeing the ending of the old and the beginning of the new, just like your Oracle card. And I did not make these cards pop out. I shuffle, and whatever pops out is what I take. So, it's always fascinating to me how the cards that need to come out actually come out. I don't have anything to do with that. I'm just the channel for it. So we're on a new journey, and it's time to embrace the change. You have one more Oracle card from the Oracle of the Dragon Fae, because that was our Oracle deck for this month. And the Dragon Fae that you have this month is Lady of the New Buds. Nurture tenderness. So here's the Lady of the New Buds. An affinity with flowers and gardens. Projects need tending. Care every day for small matters. And the large will care for themselves. Resisting change is resisting the life force itself. Look at everything in nature. The seed does not remain a seed. The seedling grows. The tree seems unrelated to its origins, but at the moment, by holding on tight to the person you believe you must be, you are running the risk of destroying your own life force. Change is positive. Stasis, as a resting point, can work well. As a life choice, it can be a kind of slow death. The emergence will come at the right time, because the bud will be forced to flower at some stage. Do not allow yourself to wither in the bud. Divine guidance needs practical application and work. Action teamed with inspiration will create a beautiful, beautiful paradise. Work hard at what it is you love. What a message. Okay, work hard at what it is you love. That's the whole message right there. Woo, I'm getting teary. Work hard at what it is that you love, not what you hate. Thank you for joining me. I hope you join me for all of your readings next month in October, and many, many blessings. Bye.